So Good Nation. I tried to do this earlier. Hopefully you hear me because I don't know what happened here. I don't know what happened. And I don't want to go through the whole video without no one hearing me because it's going to be a great video, right? Once you get started, you don't want no one not to hear you, and you just running your mouth and talking, and I don't know what to say. Well, today I'm in a joyful mood, and I've been with this wonderful woman for over 31 years, my wife. And we've been married for 15 wonderful years. And so, the wonderful thing about being married, you get married because, thank you, Spitzer, thank you. You get married for one reason or another. And my reason was I just loved her. I told her in our early life before we got married, you're gonna be my wife. Now I'm just running my mouth with trying to spit game. You're gonna be my wife. Not realizing that that's gonna be truly my wife because I was talking to others, I was running game. But this one, my mouth spit it. You're gonna be my wife. And I don't get why did I say that? The spirit in me said that's gonna be my wife. And guess what? 15 years later, that is my wife. And I am in the joyfulest mood ever. Because I get to spend my entire life of my 15 years with her. And we better do some wonderful things today. We had to get rid of our kids, man, to go to school. Because our kids will fake sickness to be with us on our anniversary. They will get hurt just to be with us on our anniversary. They act like it's the Disney World of their Disney World. What's up, Florida Light with superhero shirt today? Batman, baby. Batman. You know me. Yeah, I do wear superhero shirts, don't I? I don't know. I just like superhero shirt. I'm a comic book fan. I used to have so many comics. I used to have comics stacked high. I used to be a comic book junkie. When comic books, some of y'all gonna guess my age, right? When comic books were 15 cents. 15 cents. And I remember, I used to be so much a junkie. My mom used to give me quarters to just go buy comic books. In fact, when she didn't have any quarters, Mr. Joe store around our corners, I used to steal Mr. Joe comic books, right? One day, Mr. Joe caught me and said, "You need to sweep this floor." He caught me and told me to sweep the floor because I was a comic book junkie. I love comics. I love reading. And reading has made me somewhat different for many people. So let's talk about joy. The joy of being married, the joy of anything that you do, you have to take initiative of what you do. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of sacrifices. It takes you not being, you got to leave your selfish ways, and she got to leave some of her selfish ways to unite together, to be as one, like the biblical terminology. Many of you come here for business advice, and hopefully I'm great at doing that for you, because if you unite into your own business while you have a job and you become one, you'll be in a joyful mood to have continued success with it. Me and my wife went through a lot of turbulence times over these 15 years. We went through, I don't like you, you don't like me. Our first year together, we united, we lost some, we had losses, we had wins. But today is a wonderful day because I get to see her beautiful face and I am joyful about it. You know, I remember the time, and I don't want to sound so boring about the joyfulness and how I feel about it and how I feel about her, because some of you got to take initiative for your spouse, your friends, your family. You got to call them. You got to say hello. You got to say good morning to your wife, your husband, and you got to say, "I love my kids. I am so joyful to see you." When you start saying that you are so happy to see a person, even though they do the wrong to you, like sometimes your family members do, it's going to change something in their brain, their rhythm of their brain. They don't know what's happening to them when you say that to them. Like, I meet kids every day. I say, "I'm so happy to see you today." And they be like, "What the heck? What you mean you happy to see me?" I am happy to see you. Because if you see the person that does not fit your criteria, you don't understand that their life may be not there till next day. So you got to be in some way happy to see that person. You want them to thrive. You want them to have success. You want them to have joy and enlightenment and so much more. I am so joyful to have a spouse. Here's why. We got two beautiful kids. We don't like them sometimes. We do love them sometimes. But guess what? They're going to grow up into we pray that they grow into very successful adults. But our children love to hang out with us because we are joyful parents to them. We have fun. We go on vacation together. We go to breakfast together. We talk with them, and hopefully that moves them into their own successful spouse that they can talk to their children and talk to them about the enlightenment that they have. Because you got to experience this world. You got to have fun in this world. You got to be moving in this world. Now today, y'all coming in, and I'm glad you're coming in. Let's talk about the fragrance business and how the fragrance business could create opportunity for you. And I have taught this thousands of times. And then we sell this on BHO Innovation. We got a great sale going on for $125. Or if you're already in the fragrance business, you can buy consulting for me. Consulting costs you today, I think I got it at $55 to consult. You know, I'll consult with you and help you out. We can see what your numbers are. So you can be happy that you're in the business of the fragrance business. The fragrance business has been a very successful business to me. It has given me time, freedom, lifestyle changes, helped me build cash flow, help us travel the world, and so much more. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you need a job, and then you need a business. And when you have both, you have two incomes, one that gives you solid and somewhat solid, and one gives you flexibility. You need both. You need flexibility, and then you need solid. Solid means that this solid could invest into the flexibility. And see, if you have too many solids don't move, but flexibility do. So you need flexibility. Flexibility means you have the flexibility to quit if you want to quit that job. Or you have the flexibility to move up in your flexibility to help your business grow and thrive. This funds it to help it grows up, and this solid could be lower down until you get this into the solid mode to have more flexibility. And that's how I look at business. I look at business as a joyful event, but I also look at it as a sad event sometimes because your clients might be suffering. They may not have the money. They might not have the cash flow. You did not give them the ideals to solve the problem for them as well. They help you solve a problem. We keep on flexing on, hey, who got the most money, who has this money, and who don't have that money. I looked at a podcast and I watched it for 3 days because I didn't have all the time to watch it all at once. It was Elon Musk and one guy from India, and I cannot remember his name, but it was in the Tesla building. And we were just talking about how many kids that Elon Musk has. Elon has about 14 children, and all of them boys, all of them sons. He have no girls whatsoever, and he want more. But however, you know, he's Elon Musk. He's going to do what he want to do. And he was talking about how robotics going to replace humans. Robotics going to replace us as human beings. I pray that never happens in my decades of living. And he said in the next 2 decades, that's going to be a possibility that cash will not be existing. And that is kind of concerning because look at trade. What are we trading? What are we trading? Time for money or money for time? And then he also said, since the America itself is in $38 trillion in debt that they cannot resolve or dissolve, look, money is going to be non-existent. So what is the currency? The best currency I can just emphasize to anyone is to have many resources for yourself that belongs to a business. And if you learn these kind of techniques on how to manipulate your money before you get in the debt cycle, you will be successful. Spencer 123, Florida Life, how you doing? I don't see too many people here early this morning, but however, I just want to speak to some of you, and hopefully I can help you out. If you have not subscribed, and I'm not asking you to subscribe, but if you have not subscribed to this channel, and you don't feel like this channel is the best resource for your time, I understand. So we don't only talk about fragrances, or we don't only do fragrance reviews. We'll talk about money and how to manipulate the money in a way that will help you grow. I was looking at Andrew Tate and the small things that he was saying, that people believe that once they're in debt and they start making money, right, the inflation is not going to be successful. So let's say, for instance, and this one is called perpetual money. Okay, this job. We know it's solid, right? We know jobs are solid. So we say. But did you know many jobs are going out of business very fast? Okay, let's look at it. This job pays you each and every week, every month, or so much. But you only have one solid. Now, with that solid, it has a depreciation factor. Look at the 5. You have taxes, you have insurances, you have Medicaid, you have FICA, and then you have food. And these 5 bring your income down lower. But if you had a business, these 5 are the resources that can increase it. Well, the increase, if you get in the right vehicle of a business, it can increase with cash flow, right? It also increase with higher deduction for your medical. It also can increase to travel, your travel to build your business. It also could fund your kids' education. It also could build the business higher so you can be, these funds will never depreciate, they will depreciate because of inflation. But this was an increase. Now, many times we think that getting into real estate is the best type of business. So they say. But listen, I used to be a real estate investor. And my cash flow was very, very, very small. So my cash flow on a property that I was paying $568, and some of y'all love that number, right? And I rented it for $750, right? So I made about a cash flow of $128. But I had to call the plumber out. Hey, Theo, my favorite guy. What? No, I'm not. The Dre, the 66, Florida Life. I had to call the plumber out, and the plumber charged $128. So my cash flow that month was gone. Now, if you have something like the fragrance business, just 5, you got cash flow, right, of $100 to $300 a week, right? And your business on real estate or your business as a job does not cover that. So the 300 covers that because it wraps it. It wraps it up so you don't worry about the 128. But if you only made it only 128 on real estate, well, you don't have no money that flows. And that recycle does not happen, so you add a loss leader, always. And since your job fund that, you had a loss leader to a higher degree because you got taxes, insurances, FICO, and so much more. But your business, you don't pay nothing but taxes last. But with the business, you got to get into the right cash flow business, such as intellectual properties, products that has more than 20%. Oh man, I got this. That has more than 20%, and you got to have a business that has more than one number when you sell it. So let's say, for instance, I'm gonna give you a. I don't have a pen. Let me just do this. This is battery charger. Okay, this battery charger. All right, this battery charger, recycle, whatever it is, adapter to different cords and cycles and stuff that connects to a computer outlet, right? It has 3 fonts, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's say, for instance, this is your job. This is your real estate. You only have 2 sources of income, right? Now, this income get taxed 5 ways, sometimes 10 ways. So you don't have nothing. Even if your income is high, it's still gonna get taxed the same way 5 times or more. This is your business. And real estate, you get deflation, depreciation, and inflation. But since we're in an inflationary world, inflation is killing your profits. And let's say the tenant don't want to pay each and every month because of inflation, and they need someone to live. Now, these have factors also: roofing, plumbing, grass, so much more that doesn't cover. So you're getting hit 5, maybe 10 on this one, right? So you kind of at a loss leader. Now, this is your business. Your business has to have the right, don't call this a business, because it's supposed to be invested. But it's not really investment. It's only an investment if you have a business because you could depreciate each one of these things down the line. Because if you ask your tax accountant, they will show you different ways if you have to write tax accounting. So your business has to have 5 to 10 different ways to maneuver cash flow. Many times when we get into business, we get in the wrong vehicle. A business that only have certain amount of money cash. Such as if you're selling a bag of potato chips and you know bags of potato chips does not have enough profit. They might have 22 cents and they have an expiration date. The expiration date does not allow you to sell beyond the expiration date. So that means your 23 cent may not be a lot of money. So let's go again. Let's move over. Let me go. Because I'm moving too fast because it's happening so fast. My mind is on explosion mode because I'm in a joyful mood for y'all, right? So listen, if you had, now this is one of my old business. This cost me $5,000. And because I had 3 joint partners, and the 3 joint partners didn't have no money whatsoever. They didn't have no money, and I was the full investor and inventor of that business. But in the fragrance business, let's say this. Fragrance business, you have so much profit in this one cycle of business, it can go 10 ways, it can go 20 ways, it can go 30 ways. If you buy the product right. If you buy the product wrong, it's a loss leader. So everything that you do is at loss. And you don't want that. You don't want that whatsoever. You don't want to be at loss. You want to be at win. If you need a little bit more help in your fragrance business and you need concentration of what I'm speaking about, right? Go to bhoinnovations.com and order your consultant. Order your consultant, or you can order the book that's on sale for $125. It's on sale normally $498. This ain't no Black Friday special. It's a special to help you. I don't believe in Black Friday. I don't. I believe people shouldn't spend no money what they don't have, even if it's a discount or for free. I just don't think it's necessary. I think you should buy at the right price when you're ready to buy. But since we're in this holiday joy and I'm in a joyful mood, I'm just selling it for $125. And here's why. I am in a joyful mood because I got a wonderful wife. And I've been married for 15 years. And I've been knowing this woman for 31 years. Now today, I don't know who's subscribing, and you don't have to subscribe. But however, if you're interested in business and you're looking to create the opportunity for yourself and your family. And by the way, Dre66, dude, you gotta get a grip, man. Everybody's, I'm happy, but I'm not gay. I'm sorry. You know, that's not my thing. If that's yours, I'm praying for you. But all the rest of you who are watching, man, I want y'all, I want some of y'all who want to be helped. And the rest, if you want to view, if you want to say something, if you want to subscribe, that's wonderful enough. But in the next few days, I haven't been here for 3 days because I've been busy, man. Listen, my life is busy, man. I got clients all over the city. I got clients in Georgia, Savannah, Hawaii, and a lot of clients. And I really want y'all to have that client experience. If you're in real estate and you feel like you're going underneath the water and you can't pay your mortgage or car note, right? Or before you get there, you need to learn this. You need to learn this. You need to learn the business. And when you learn the business, man, it's gonna be so grand theft for you. Some people say, I don't know how to sell it. I don't know how to talk to people. You do. You do. You got to be hungry enough to do that. You got to be hungry enough. You can't allow your plate to be empty all the time. You cannot allow that to happen all the time. You cannot make excuses for the past behaviors that you have. You cannot do that, man. Listen, I was telling one of my past son-in-laws, look, man, as a man with children, you got to do whatever it takes to solve the problems, to put food on the table for your kids. That's legal. But you cannot keep on continuing to make success of being a gamer your success. That's a fuel for distraction, which they are getting paid for, that you don't have the money to be distracted. You got to get out there and get it, man. You got to make sure that you take care of your kids and your family. Because if you don't, man, guess what? You're going to leave your kids behind without nothing. Nothing whatsoever. And that is not what you should be doing at the present time in your life. You got to go get it at all costs. All costs, all the time. So, it's all of y'all who been subscribed, who have not subscribed, who like me, who don't like me, who want to make a comment and so much more, please do today. Because guess what? I want y'all to be joyful too. I want you to be happy. And I want you to be as successful as you want to become. And if you don't know what to do and you want consulting from me, Just Smells So Good, go to bhoinnovations.com. If you want to search buy products from me, go to justsmellsogood.com. We got an array of products. We got an array of products that we ship throughout the U.S. But however, at the end of the day, if you need that type of money that pays the rent, pays the light bill, get kids vacation money, share your time and your love experience with them, get into business. I'm asking you and telling you, it is so wonderful to be in business. It's good to have more than one income. Some people are still crying to the government, and the government took away the bone. They took away the bone, and the bone didn't have enough meat, and you still want to eat the bone. My suggestion is this. Have more of your own invested. You all. I don't care how many subscribers I have. I don't care if I don't get number one person watching. Have more in the game for yourself, and then you ride on the icing of them. Listen, again, many people are waiting for Social Security. They're waiting for to reach the age of 65. Oh my goodness. And they're reaching for 65 because they feel that they gave all their money to the government to secure the bag for them. Even though if I worked for all those years, I understand my full investment is in the kingdom of God and running my own business. It said, do my Father's business. You got to put yourself in a joyful mode. Don't be unhappy because you believe that your current job owes you. They don't care. You have to care enough to have your own. Own. Own it. Control it. Solve a problem. Solve a problem. If you have an ideal of selling dirt, sell dirt. If you got a cheesecake recipe, sell cheesecake. If you know how to make great cakes, sell cakes, pies. Don't put yourself in one demographic of winning because that same demographic will leave you. It'd be almost similar to what I'm speaking of. Be consistent. Walmart itself, a big conglomerate, has lost and closed stores. Crystal Corporation has lost employees and closed their corporate stores. Popeyes have opened and closed stores. Grocery stores have closed and opened stores because they understand that they're losing money in those sectors of business. They're going to be joyful no matter how you feel about it and how you dislike them, if you're Republican or Democrat. Get into the game. If you don't get into our game, the fragrance business, create your own window of opportunity. You may be looking, he does not have a lot of subscribers. Don't need them. Believe me. Don't need them. Because most people who get on, be your subscribers, they be secretly hating. Secretly hating. Because they don't understand the concepts of what we're speaking to about business. They're not joyful for you and they don't care about you. And I used to wonder why that some people who got millions of subscribers don't make any money. And me, I only got roughly 1,500 subscribers and I make money from those subscribers who want me, who love me, who are joyful for me. They love me. They want me to be successful as well as I want them to be successful. So if you're looking and you want to be a part of the Just Meltzer Connection, go right ahead and subscribe. If you need help in consulting, go over to the channel and schedule an appointment for your business to be looked at and how I can help you grow. So I'm so happy to have you here and happy for you to be a subscriber. And I'm happy that you came along and spent your time with me. Hey, Ben's lover. Hey, hi. I'm about to leave, girl. I'm about to leave. So, I'm better spend some time with my wonderful wife. I think I'm gonna take her to breakfast. We're going golfing. We're gonna do a lot of stuff. So we don't have the kids for 6 hours. We don't have the kids for 6 hours. And we better go, man. We better roll it. We better go, dog. I'm so happy. I don't got these to spend time with my woman, my girl. Holla at you. I'm joyful today, man. Peace out. Ben's lover, I'm sorry. You're going to have to watch the what we were speaking about because I don't have all that time. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will. Thank you so much. I'm spending time with my wonderful wife. So, guess what? I'm going to have a good time. Happy anniversary to us. Happy anniversary to us. And that's the wonderful thing about being a blessing to others and God bless you with a wonderful wife and spouse. I've been knowing this woman for over 31 years, and we've been married half of it. Peace.